Hi, I'm Keeper Dave, and today we are down at the rock platform at Swansea Heads, and we're having a look around to see what creatures we can find. Let's go have a look. We found these little guys. These little guys are called waratah anemone. An anemone is an animal, even though it does look like a piece of seaweed. They are an animal. They do eat other animals as well, so they are carnivores. They have lots of little tentacles just inside, just there, and those tentacles they actually grasp onto their food. These guys are quite clever because they can survive quite a while out of water. You can see these guys, they are sitting in the sun just here. They will be fine until the tide comes back in. We've just spotted this little guy in the rock pool. So this little guy is a sea star. They are quite common, and these are called 11-armed sea stars, and that's because they can have up to 11 arms. We can see that he is moving around. If I turn him over, we will be able to see his feet. So these little tiny spots that you can see all the way along the arm, they are called tube feet, and they use those to actually pull themselves along. Like all sea stars, their mouth it is in the middle right there on the bottom, and their bottom is on the top. We'll put him back in the water so he can get back to eating. I've just spotted this little guy. He is a little tiny hermit crab. You can see he's just sticking out the front there. Hermit crabs, they are a crustacean, so they do have an exoskeleton like all crustaceans. They don't make this shell though, so the shell it is made by a snail, so the crabs as they grow they need to move around and find a new shell to live inside. We'll put him back in the water so he can get back to business. So we've just found this in one of the rock pools. If you came across it you might think that it was a dead crab, but this is just an exoskeleton. Crabs, they are crustaceans, so they do have an exoskeleton, meaning that their bones are on the outside of their body. If I pull this up just here, you can see this is where the bones or the exoskeleton opens up. The crab, it pulls itself out. Those bones, they are nice and soft. That new exoskeleton takes a little while to harden, so before it does, they suck in lots of water or air, they stretch that new exoskeleton, and that gives them room to grow so they can get bigger. So we just found this little guy. He is a little rock crab. These guys are quite common, and you might see them scurrying over the rocks when you have been at the beach or around the rock pools. They are quite clever crabs because they can breathe in the water or out of the water. They do that by trapping water inside their exoskeleton, enabling them to breathe. Let's put him back in the water now. So that's all we have time for today. To see more of our clips, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.